Try a new style with Kart King.
That's right, Santa. This holiday season, let Kart King help out with that wish list.
Come check out our new and used carts from brands like Club Cart, Denago, or Dodge. Or maybe you want to revamp that old cart. Here at Kart King, we can do it all.
Remember, Santa shops at Kart King, and you should too.
Ho, ho, ho! See you, Kart King. Merry Christmas.
Sweaters make the perfect gift this holiday season and are available now at Lionel Smith Limited. Give the men on your list a unique gift this Christmas. A sweater from Lionel Smith Limited. Lionel Smith, limited to only the finest in men's clothing.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Huggins Peel.
At Parker's Kitchen, get our new breakfast meal deal. A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, a hot coffee, and a crispy hash brown for just $5.99 at Parker's Kitchen.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12 at 6 o'clock.
Tonight, a push to get help to local inmates fighting addiction. How it all started and the lives it's saving.
It's going to be clear and cold tonight, and then we're looking a little bit windy heading into our Wednesday. We'll have that forecast coming up.
Good evening, I'm Zaina Halliburton.
And I'm Will Rio. Whether you're watching on WRDW or streaming live on WRDW+, we're glad to have you. Tonight, the Defense Health Agency is finally responding to questions about a reported plan to gut Fort Gordon's hospital.
Your Meredith Anderson first broke the news when a U.S. Senator launched in the meantime, we're checking in with your First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Riley Hale, who's in the Weather Center for us. Riley.
Yeah, guys, we're looking at a pretty cold night up ahead. We likely will see our temperatures start dropping into the 30s over the next couple of hours, below freezing even before midnight tonight. And then overnight into early tomorrow morning, we are expecting some upper 20s to be found across the area. So a hard freeze across the region. Make sure you're protecting those sensitive outdoor plants and also your pets. Make sure they have a way to stay warm, too. Here's a look at those low temps across the region. This will be found mainly around sunrise early tomorrow morning, anywhere from around 27 to 30 degrees in most locations. Going to be thanks to clear and cold and calm conditions overnight, so just a good opportunity for these temperatures to really bottom out. Heading into tomorrow afternoon, we are expecting finally temperatures to be a little bit closer to average, expecting a high temp near 60 heading into our Wednesday afternoon. But the thing is, it is going to be breezy and then potentially even windy at times. We have a lake wind advisory that will go in effect starting at 10 a.m. Wednesday morning, and by the afternoon we could see some gusts up to 30. So secure those Christmas decorations. While more of the rest of the week for you in just a little bit.
Sounds good. Thanks, Riley. Augusta has one job left before the end of the year. Balance a budget that's still nearly $7 million short.
City leaders say cuts, layoffs, restructuring departments, and possible tax increases are still on the table. Your Cindy Hood is live for us in the newsroom. Cindy, walk us through the plan leaders believe will get them to a balanced budget before the end of the year.
A potential tax increase, a potential cut in services, a potential layoff across all city departments. These are just some of the decisions still on the table for commissioners to agree on. Some are saying it's going to take a combination of these options to balance the budget. And with that deadline closing in, they have until the end of the year again. Some leaders say that this next stretch isn't just about filling a gap, it's about fixing how the city works moving forward.
We've never had the opportunity to do a work efficiency study to see if we have the right people in the right departments that provides not only accountability to the taxpayer, but ultimately accountability to our ability to perform the most essential services that we must perform and deliver to our taxpayers. And I think this action next year, if we take on this action of evaluating the departments, it will give us an opportunity to see where there's additional cost savings to be made.
But before the end of the year, leaders have to balance the budget, and they still have roughly $7 million to fill.
It's going to have to result in some additional cuts. It's going to have to result in some additional efficiencies. It's going to definitely have to result in some additional increases to the millage rate as well.
I don't want to go there. I was hoping my colleagues who's been quiet will have a solution come next Tuesday. And if not, it's going to go back on the table.
With time running out, the city has to pick a path. Which cuts take effect, what gets reorganized, and whether taxpayers feel any of the difference.
Those were on the table when we left off, so we'll resume the conversation. I think my biggest thing to walk away from this, we're going to balance the budget. But we're also setting the tone for how Augusta does business.
Any department directors or any elected officials, if the budget has to be cut more, you'll find a way of doing it while we're retaining your employees. It's just you cut out the waste. And if you look at the end of the year, how much money's being spent that comes across our commission floor, that's everybody trying to expand their budget.
The path forward is just a compromise. It's a combination of both.
Commissioners meet again on December 16th to try another attempt at balancing the budget. State law requires them to have it done by the end of the year, but both the mayor and several commissioners I've spoken to say they are confident it will be done by that deadline.
A big meeting coming up just next week. I know a lot of eyes are going to be on what that decision is when they try to balance that budget. So still more questions here.
Absolutely. We're talking about our largest county in our area that could be affected heavily by this. Thank you, Sydney, for staying on top of it. Well, all it takes is one person to trigger change. And Aiken County's Detention Center, a program is helping. All it takes is one person to trigger change. And Aiken County's Detention Center, a program is helping inmates battling opioid addictions.
We first told you about this program when it was first being developed, but now it's fully up and running and expanding to help even more people. Wrdw has the story.
We can't arrest ourselves out of this opioid problem. We have to really seek help and get people the resources to recovery.
Giving inmates the chance at a potential new life once they leave.
Professionally, I have always wanted to go into the correction facility as a social worker. But personally, my family has a history of addiction, and seeing that firsthand, I just want to do what I can to make a difference.
Helping with an issue that too many are facing.
It's a long past due for Aiken County. It's been something that's been needed for a very, very long time. We have seen the recidivism rate just continue to increase over time. We've seen the drug problem continue to increase over time.
So far this year, over 4,000 inmates have been released. About 100 went to the Department of Corrections. So getting help while in custody can be crucial.
The more that we can restore those families and get people back being good members of our community, working, paying taxes, and just contributing, that's what we want.
Since November 20th, they have assisted 44 men and 19 women, and currently have 30 men and 7 women receiving peer support services. And in one day alone, 39 people said they wanted assistance.
In the last 2 weeks, I think our team's gotten 9 people placed in some type of recovery-based program after discharge. So that's big.
And it can all start with just one person.
It's really just about helping the people. It's important to me that if there's something I can do personally to help someone get on the right track and get their life turned around, then I'm just here for that. I'd just like to see people's lives changed.
In Aiken County, Wrdw on your side.
And they plan on expanding even more in the future and are already adding programs such as AA and plan on adding education services as well.
Still ahead, it's a community effort to get gifts under the trees for hundreds of local kids who are less fortunate. But the deadline to help is approaching. We have the latest coming up.
And heading into tomorrow, we do have a late wind advisory in effect. And luckily, as we head towards the weekend, staying nice and dry, and temperatures will warm up a little bit. We'll have more of the full forecast coming up.
Time and Tip, brought to you by your First Alert weather team.
The News 1226 First Alert Radar Network.
With up to 10 times the resolution of other local radars and technology that can pinpoint right down to your street.
First just got faster.
Roddy Player here.
Come elevate your drive at Gerald Jones Lincoln. Whether you're shopping for your dream ride or need to service your current vehicle, you can count on a friendly and convenient experience every time. Find exciting offers on all your favorite new Lincoln models. We're sure to have the vehicle you've been dreaming of. Plus, with mobile service and pickup and delivery options, servicing your vehicle has never been easier. Visit Gerald Jones Lincoln to start your car buying journey today or shop online at GeraldJonesLincolnAugusta.com.
From the beginning, they were applauded.
Now, your First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale.
Welcome back in, folks. Looking ahead to your Wednesday, it is going to be a cold start. We'll likely wake up in the upper 20s initially. So one of the colder mornings we've actually had. We've had some really chilly high temperatures so far this month, but upper 20s, that's going to be kind of some of the coldest temperatures we've seen in a little while. The good news is tomorrow we are hanging on to plenty of sunshine, and our high temperatures finally get at least up to 60. So that will be the first time all month we've actually seen temperatures above 54 degrees. The thing is, throughout the day on Wednesday, especially later into the afternoon, it is going to be getting a little bit windy at times. We're going to have a pretty tight pressure gradient, so that will likely lead to some gusts, 25, maybe even close to 30 later into the afternoon. Here's a look at our in-house model here. So early in the morning, not really going to notice it's all too windy initially. We actually have to wait most likely till midday, and by the afternoon, that's when that wind will be picking up, possibly seeing some gusts close to 30. These are our wind gusts. We'll likely see sustained winds stay between 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that wind direction will be out of the southwest. So a heads up, could be pretty choppy up on the lake heading into tomorrow afternoon. Once we get to Thursday, wind direction will change out of the northwest. That's going to bring us a little bit cooler day on Thursday. That wind doesn't go calm, but not quite as breezy out there. Expecting gusts to stay generally less than 20 miles an hour throughout the day on Thursday. Now, once we get towards our Thursday, those temperatures not quite as cold in the morning, but it will be cooler in the afternoon. We're actually expecting wake-up temps Thursday to be in the upper 30s, but those high temps will likely stay low to mid 50s. So once again, back below average as we head towards our Thursday afternoon. But by Friday, we are expecting high temps to be back close to 60 for us. And then for the weekend, even warmer, highs near 64 Saturday and Sunday.
Time is running out for the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program. As you finish your Christmas shopping, some local kids are still waiting. The deadline was today, but to help make Christmas wishes come true for as many kids as possible, they've extended the deadline. The Salvation Army of Augusta says dozens of forgotten angels still need gifts under their tree.
No one wants to be forgotten on Christmas Day. That's why so many people are participating in the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program.
I want to be honest, because I don't have any grandchildren. I felt that this was a way for me to give and just to touch someone's life.
While Carolyn Adams dropped off her gifts on time, some are not, leaving gaps the organization must fill in the final days before distribution.
So the Forgotten Angel is really a way for us to either supplement the gifts that come back, or if a donation doesn't come back for a child, we'll make sure no child gets left behind in our Christmas efforts.
While you're checking off your Christmas list, think of grabbing a Forgotten Angel. What's on that list may surprise you.
It's gut-wrenching to know that there's kids out there that are not warm at night or during the day and going to school. That is actually, we did throw in some extra gloves and extra socks and things that were warm.
You'll find necessities like underwear and coats and gloves, but also things that every child wants.
A Razor scooter was on there, some warm jackets, some basketballs. My son loves to play basketball, so we wanted to cover all the sports, some other toys for the little girls, like a makeup kit.
The Salvation Army says the need is especially urgent for older children. Whether you want to grab a Forgotten Angel or just donate toward the cause, keep them in mind.
I know that we can't help every child, but it is, I feel like, important to do what we can. And if we can put a smile on their face Christmas morning, that means the world to us.
And for those of you who don't like shopping in person, you can purchase gifts online through the Salvation Army's Walmart registry. You're taking a look at still needed items. Again, the greatest need is for older kids. So when you go to that page, all you have to do is scroll, and then you'll see a complete list of items that they still need. So if you're looking to just head and pick up a Forgotten Angel, I already did that today. This is actually what it looks like. It says Forgotten Angel on it on this list. Hats, gloves, coats, some of the things that we mentioned, but also science kits, slime kits, scooters, sports equipment. And I love the note that the Salvation Army says, not every angel adopted will come back for delivery. Help us still make Christmas happen by donating items.
Yeah, and just hearing some of the women that went in there to help donate too, you just know how much it means, not only to them, but some of these kids too. It's one of the best programs I think that we have out here in our community too.
We do, and we have more than 1,200 kids on that list this year. And again, we're talking about Forgotten Angels right now. I'm going to do my shopping tonight. You now have 2 more days. The deadline has been extended to this Thursday, which is the 11th. So you just take all of those gifts to the Kroc Center right here in Augusta.
Yeah, it's such a great program, and if you have the opportunity to donate, please do that.
Absolutely. Make Christmas happen. Still ahead, we're taking you to Meadow Garden in downtown Augusta. Why their holiday tour is about more than Christmas spirit. Next.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Heard energy rates are... Is the look of your kitchen leaving you depressed? Don't stress. Call Southern Swag. The pros at Southern Swag can repaint your cabinets, giving your kitchen a whole new look. They will remove your cabinet doors, prep, repaint, and reinstall, with most jobs starting as low as $23.95. And the best part is, they will work around you, so you can still use your kitchen.
Let us transform your kitchen. Call us today for a free estimate.
So call Southern Swag today, 706-294-0244.
Hello, CSRA. This is David Stickney, dealer principal, Augusta Mitsubishi. Last month, we ran our Wishbone Special. That's right, our Wishbone Special. We were able to donate over 70 turkeys to the Golden Harvest Food Bank. This is my wife, Catherine, and I'm David. And from our family to yours, we want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving and a very Merry Christmas. Augusta Mitsubishi, powered by deals, fueled by freedom.
Get into the spirit of the holiday Irish style with a Celtic.
Welcome back in, everyone. Here's a look back at our high temperatures so far this month. You can see since December 1st, we have not seen a high temperature above 54 degrees. It was chilly all last week. It's been a cold start to this week. Luckily, heading into tomorrow, we at least get a high temp close to 60 degrees. Now, before we get to that 60-degree high, it is going to be a very cold start Wednesday morning. We'll likely see sunrise temperatures in the upper 20s, so be prepared for that. We'll cool off a little bit again heading into our Thursday, but warming up actually just a degree above average once we get towards the weekend. Saturday and Sunday looking very nice, and the thing is, once we get past the weekend, temperatures will be dropping once again. We're actually expecting highs to go from the mid-60s Sunday to only the upper 40s next Monday, so that's going to be thanks to our next cold front moving through. Remember, heading into your Wednesday, it is going to be windy later into the day. Early in the morning, not overly breezy, but by noontime, it will be breezy, and then we're talking windy once we close out our Wednesday.
On your sideline.
Sponsored by Chandler Law Firm.
This is pretty exciting. Greenbrier Flag Football is headed back to their third state title appearance in just as many years. The only other program to title in 3 straight games has been Southeast Bullock in the past. And to make another title berth, the Pack defeated Seckinger, an extra point separating the two. Greenbrier will now face Jenkins in Atlanta. They previously met in the semifinal last season.
Girls are really excited. They've worked extremely hard. The coaching staff has worked extremely hard. I mean, we've been putting in hours and hours of film study, and it's just great to see it all come together. I mean, it's been a tough schedule through the year, and to see us starting to really come together, it's starting to roll, it's great.
And Greenbrier will play at 1 in the Division II final. Washington County gets started just before them at 11 in Division I. Pretty excited to see 2 teams from our area go to the title game.
All right, take a look at our 3-degree guarantee brought to you by Tub Doctor. Our forecast 49, actual high 48. We have $50 more heading towards all in for Miller. Now look at that forecast just after the break.
Trust Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale for your first alert.
Can you see the difference?
Welcome back in, folks. We are looking at a very nice weekend outlook for your Saturday and Sunday. High temps should most likely be close to average, 64 degrees for a high Saturday and Sunday. Generally sunny skies on Saturday, and then we'll start to notice a few clouds on Sunday. Those clouds Sunday will be driven by another front that should push in later into our Sunday night, and that's what's really going to cool us off heading into next week. So enjoy the mid-60s while they do last. As far as rain chances go, pretty much 0% chance the rest of the week into the weekend. Not really looking at any substantial rainfall across the region for the rest of this week. Even into next week doesn't necessarily look to have any rain, at least through next Tuesday. So going to hang on to some dry weather. Definitely a good pattern flip from the wet conditions that we did see last week. Looking at that 7-day forecast once again, those you can see that big temperature change going from this weekend into next week. Remember, tomorrow morning, very cold, upper 20s, so make sure you're taking those precautions with your plants and pets out there tonight.
Thanks, Riley. We're back live on 26 News at 7.
And for News 12 at 10 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching.